gentlemen. Today I would like to bring you up to date to the digital technology. How can the digital technology change the world? Now, world is changing. Do you know the story of the who moved my cheese? Cheese always moving. How can we manage about the change? Let I introduce you what is the guided surgery. The guided surgery is the process of the planning and how can we let the plan give to the surgeon by using the customized surgical template. Guided surgery is the restorative driven implant planning. The data that we use the surface scan combined with the CBCT and then we will generate the surgical template. This is the data for the guided surgery. The data that we can use is the CBCT. You can see the bone here and the surface scan you can see the gingival here, and that's why you will know where is the crown, including the crown, and do you know exactly the final one is the implant placement position up to the restorative driven surgery. Why the guided surgery? Let I introduce you to the guided surgery. First of all, the data that we use, why we use the guided surgery. First, there are many reasons why we use guided surgery. First of all is for the safety patient. For the CBCT, you can see where is the nerve, where is the sinus, and where is the bone volume that available enough for place the implant diameter that you want to be. Another reason is the accuracy. In some case, you have many implant placement and you need for the parallel or for the aesthetic. You have not enough room to make the error. That's why a little error can make the aesthetic failure. Another one is the predictability. You can tell your patient you're gonna be a simultaneous bone graft or you're gonna be the autologous bone graft, and you can discuss in the further surgery. And also you can give this data to laboratory and discuss with them also. And also the guided surgery allow you to less invasive fabless surgery. You can place the implant without open the flap and can make the provisional crown, including in advance, and also you can measure the bone and measure the restoration, can try in the patient before we place the implant. And in many surgical implant placement, when we place the implant in many, we can place the time and also about the parallel and about the placement in advance. For the multiple implant, for the beginner, it may be difficult for place the implant and make the implant more parallel in the different implant. And also they allow us to do the immediate loading in the provisional restoration. If we have a bone, proper bone, we can load immediate loading. Yeah. And how we design the guided surgery? If we look back from this literature from 2009, they placed the implant 1,500 and they measure the deviation post CBCT, and we know the angulation is less only 4 degrees and also the millimeter deviation is less than 1. But we should know also the maximum deviation from here is 5 mm, is the 7 millimeters. Also this one is due with the edentulous case. If we know the accuracy of the guided surgery is up to the many reasons. Also first is from the scan. How can we measure and how can we reduce the deviation? After we taking the cast production, if we do the production, the cast is not good. I mean like you do have a lot of bleeding or you do have a lot of, if they cannot capture all the tooth or the gingiva is not enough, or they have a resolution of the CBCT, they have many artifacts here. And also we know the deposition of the template. And after that we do the CBCT. We can double check of where is the final restoration during with the virtual scan and also with the CBCT. And for the plan, we can make error or the superimpose between the CBCT and between the surface scan. If we superimpose is not good. Also, the surgical template and implant position will change. In the surgery, we will know where is the surgical template. always fit with the in the oral mouth, and also the position of the drill. We should check and we should measure everything here. It's a very minimal to make the error is all can make the total accuracy. Also, if you do the surface scan or you do the intraoral scan, they have a tip and trick. Even the intraoral scan is not the best. In some case, if the intraoral scan, the nature is like to capture in the photography. In some position of the tooth, it have a mid-grade a lot. We cannot measure that one. Maybe we can use the surface, we can use the impression instead that. For the guided surgery is the processes driven implant planning. We use the data is from the CBCT and for the model. The model you have two choice for the CAT scan and for the intraoral scan. And then you make the surgical guide or surgical template with or without sleeve. To do the prosthetic planning, you have two choice. First is the functional setup. You can set up is like a conventional to try in the teeth, and after that you make the radiographic template and make the CBCT. Or you can use the setup from the computer tomography also. We do the diagnostic wrap-up and try in the teeth and do the radiographic template and CBCT. This one is for the radiographic template. You can see the tooth, where is the position of the tooth. You can double check with the CBCT also with the virtual plan, where is the implant gonna be. For the virtual setup, you can do the tooth with the computer program. For the surface scan, you have two choice to the extraoral scan. If you have in your clinic and you don't have the intraoral scan, you can use the extraoral scan. How can you use that? You take an impression and you send it to the lab, and the lab will use the desktop scan here, and then you can get the file. Also, if you use the intraoral scan, you can get the file also. For the surface scan, if you use the desktop scan, you should make sure that you can capture all the detail, even all the tooth or all the soft tissue that you want. For the implant planning program, we have many implant planning programs. Even for the diagnostic, for the T-shape, for the Galileo, you can use and you can choose, and maybe next time we can discuss how can we choose the implant planning program, what the data we should know, what the hidden is that. Today I would like to introduce you to the Zimmer guided surgery. How can you start with this? For the Zimmer guided surgery, first step is you discuss with the patient as you can do, and then you make the surface scan or you make the restorative scan. Even you can make the final restoration and scan like a pre-preparation scan. And after that, you send the patient to CBCT and make two data, intraoral scan or CBCT, to make the implant planning program, and many programs that you have or many programs that provide for you. And after that, you merge two data and make the surgical template. For the Zimmer, you have a whole. The guided surgical kit is not like the same. I mean, like in a different brand, they have a different surgical kit. Also, with the Zimmer, we have a loop, we have a tube. And also the set is different from the conventional set. The set will lie on here. What is different? Because of the deal is not the same. We have a longer deal, because we need to compensate of the offset between the sleeve and implant platform, plus length, the minimum length of the tube. So also the guided surgery require you to have a CAD/CAM technology in the dental planning. You can make a surgical template, fabricate the provisional crown or bridge. To hold the planning, we have the planning software to make the surgical template in many software. If you want to use the guided surgery, what the data you should know. what is the following we need for the guided surgery. You need to know that brand provide the guided implant surgical kit. Even this one is like a mini drill, also the drill with hole, or with the simmer, they have a tube. And what is different that we call from the longer of the drill. Why the drill is longer? Because of we need to compensate about the sleep platform and about the implant, the sleep height also. That's why the drill is longer. And for we use the guided surgery in the posterior position, we need to concern about the mouth opening of the patient. In some case, we cannot use that. For planning the implant, you need to know where is the bone and where is the soft tissue, and you place the implant, and you need to know is the parallel or you need the additional or further procedure in small like a sinus lift or the bone graft together or simultaneous bone graft or not. After you planning, you get the digital design with or without slip up to the brand, and then we gonna get the file to have to put in the 3D printing. You can print at the lab directly, or you can print in your dental clinic if you have. For here is the form lab. And I would like you, in many cases, the bone is not enough, and I would like to introduce you to the guided Taphi drill. We use the drill with the bone harvest, with the guided surgery, computer implant planning. For this one, we use the guided surgery included with the guided Taphi drill. And this case, the bone available is not enough. We need to do the sinus lift. We do the closed sinus lift with the guided Taphi drill. And we get the small bone here, and we place on the buccal side of the implant placement. And then we close the flap. This procedure makes the patient is more comfortable. And also you can see the fin here. We can get the amount of the bone in the sinus also by the osteotome technique. That's why let the chain make your life easier, and let the chain make your work easier also. Do you have question? Enjoy life, enjoy change. We have I would like to bring you to another videos for the guided Taphi drill, how we get the bone and how we put the bone back for the bone graft there. For the simmer, we prepare for the guided surgery in Thailand, and you can send the surface scan to any lab and give the file back to us. And this one is for the guided Taphi. After we get the surgical template, and we have the room osteotomy site for the implant placement. After we place the implant, we can get the bone at the same side of the surgery, and then we use the needle holder to make the bone is more flat. And after that, we put back in the surgery site and close the flap. This one is another option for the guided surgery and for the bone graft. If you not get because the autologous bone is the gold standard of the bone graft. That's why we need the cell and we need the soft tissue also. No need to use the membrane. Less bone, less membrane, less the fat, and patient will more happy. Thank you.